What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, the Sixfigurespachick. Another Sunday working. I think I'm the hardest working woman I know. I don't know. I need a break. So we're on our way to a speaking engagement at the Georgia International Convention Center. I'm on the InvestHER Panel to show you guys some places I put some of my money to give me a return. Stay tuned. Guys, go to the room. Yes. How you doing? So you can Yes, she opens businesses left and right. She's an investor.
You open a restaurant or something?
A few.
Milk and honey.
Yeah, milk and honey, yes. But definitely, I want y'all to definitely be the two powerful women. Humble, sweet, chill.
Yes, give our ladies a warm clap, everybody in the audience. These are some powerful women, some amazing women that has done so many amazing things and made some huge impacts in their industry, from being in the restaurant space to the spa space, influencers, and things of that nature. So welcome. So I'm going to pass the mic over to
Holyfield-Parker. I am the #1 spa queen in the world. I own the largest African-American spa community, 2-time best-selling author, and I have an 18-wheeler trucking company as well.
Wait. So let's talk about which do you guys prefer when it comes to designer, Givenchy or Louboutin? Which do you prefer when it comes to like favorite designer shoes or whatever, like Givenchy or Louboutin?
I'm Louboutin all day.
Okay, Louboutin. I'm a Louboutin girl.
I'm in Cassidy today, but I'm Louboutin all day.
Yes, I love that. Vacation. So we got vacation. So what's your favorite vacation? Because Miss Spa Queen, the #1 Spa Queen, six-figure chick, she's a traveler, baby. If you follow her on Instagram, oh, she be walking with the lions and stuff. So let's talk about it. Favorite vacation?
To be honest, I've been everywhere, but my favorite place is still Cabo to this day.
You know, I went to Cabo last week for the very first time for my birthday, and I had an amazing time. And I just said I want to go back. I've been all over the world, never Cabo, but I had such an amazing time.
I try to go like once a month.
Okay, once a month, I'm trying to get like you. Yes. Guys, so let's talk about it. An expensive piece of jewelry or an investment property?
Investment property.
Of course, all the boss girls gonna be like, where the money at? We try to flip it, okay? So then let's talk about it. So I'm a food girl, y'all food girls, okay? Sometimes I like the high end, whatever, but sometimes I like just like slide through the hood, right? So which one are you? A king crab kind of girl from a 5-star restaurant, or a crab in a bag?
Crab in a bag.
Crab in a bag.
Crab in a bag. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to see. Where y'all at? So y'all cool girls. Y'all laid on with the, we cute, but we ain't totally like, you know, we like to have a good time and be real down to earth, so I love that. So let's go ahead and get started. So how important is financial literacy, and what role does financial literacy play when it comes to investing into your brand? So it's open, so whoever want to answer, just kind of throw it out. We're going to make it real conversational and easy, okay?
I think financial literacy is super important, clearly, right? Because nobody's going to invest in your brand like you do. Nobody's going to believe in your brand like you do. So having that moment of making sure that you have things secure, making sure that you have things well put together in all aspects, not even just financially. But it's super important in regards to growth, right? Because I think all of us on stage have talked about growth and growing our businesses.
So people can be in business and people can think, hey, I'm making this amount of money, I'm making this, and it's not all your money. So the biggest thing I would say is, if you make $1, put up 25 cents. So, you know, whether it's for taxes or investing or whatever it may be for, because people can make a lot of money, then when the IRS comes, we lose, right? So we need to be able to dollars, but not all our dollars.
Yes, absolutely. So when it comes to investing in business, what are some of your favorite go-to books, authors, or even podcasts?
Anthony O'Neill And then if you guys are on social media, her Instagram page is Ashley M Fox _. That's the one who taught me about stocks.
Ashley M Fox.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna keep her in mind.
Like
I do follow.
She do a bunch of free webinars, lives, and stuff.
Okay.
But she taught me a lot.
Okay, cool. I love Earn Your Leisure because what they're doing when it comes to like making an impact in the community, but they're doing it in a way to target the community and making them be engaged. You know what I'm saying? And I love that because people want to feel like, okay, when I go and I speak about investments, it's not something that's going to scare me, you know? And it is scary when we talk about money. It's scary when we talk about investing because it's a scary feeling when you don't know if you even gonna hit, right? Realize that you can stand up on your own and you be like busting up on your head. That's something different. That's something different. And I think it's so amazing when, you know, you can stand on your own and become your own woman and build your own name and your own brand. And then, you know what I like?
Finding yourself.
Absolutely. But what I like most, and when they sit back and they see you, they be like, dang, how she did that? Oh, you fumbled the bag. You didn't know what you had. You know, so I think it's such a beautiful thing. You do some big things. So let's talk about that.
So number one is just always is it long term or short term. A lot of people probably jump into things and they want the money next month, and certain things just don't work their way. So I'm basing it all on like my life insurance policy is more long term. I'm not gonna get that money tomorrow. It's a long-term investment. My stocks, we all know the economy is in a shit show right now. So one day I woke up, $10,000 just gone out of my stock account. So now it's a matter of, hey, I know I'm in this for the long term, so I have to let the rest of the money sit instead of pulling it out. But depending on who it is, they're gonna pull the money out. And I know that because it's long term, I know to let whatever I got left in there sit in there. So mine is just more so understanding is it long term, short term, and I do both. I do investments where I know it's going to take me a while to get the money back, and then I do things when I know I can make, like today. My goal is to make $50,000 today. Today is a short-term day.
That's a big goal. You got how many more hours?
I have my own event going on today, y'all. Right now, I have my own event going on right now. But yeah, my goal today is $50,000. So today will be a short-term goal today.
I love that. I need to set the bar a little higher.
I made 10 before I left, so I'm like, I gotta go back and get the other 40.
Oh, I need that goal. I need to know, like, what we need to do to get that. How we gonna get that?
Call me.
You know I will. You know, and I got your number. You know I will. So let's talk about the fear, right? So investing is scary because when you talk about hundreds and thousands, even millions of dollars, you putting on something, putting out there, and you don't even know if it's gonna hit or not. So let's talk about the fear. And
I'm the type of person, I want to make everything work out for me.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a situation and it's not giving what I needed to give, I try to see how can I make it give what I needed to give.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think knowing that God makes everything that you want easy and accessible, right? So it's that scary situation of, I'll never forget, like when I was opening a restaurant, everybody was saying, oh, you want to close at 4 o'clock, and oh, you're just going to do this, and oh, you're just going to do that. And I thought about, like, if I listen to everybody else being scared for me, right? If I listen to
they're scared for you, it ain't their money.
But when God gives you a vision, he gives it to you. So everybody's not going to understand that vision. Everybody's not going to understand where you're going with this, right? And that's why sometimes God only plants that vision for you. It might not be for your family. It might not be for your friends. It might not be for your spouse. But you got to go in it saying, you know what? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And when it's what you're supposed to be doing, he makes it easy and accessible. And you don't even have to question it.
Yes, I agree.
I still got 16. But I lost $40,000 in the process of learning how to do what I know how to do now. That was a big loss. I lost another probably close to $200,000 on salon suites because I said I wasn't doing that anymore, but I did it anyway, and then I wasn't really into it, and then I was in another state. It was just another shit show. And then the third biggest loss is, and it's just me being transparent. Like, we can make these millions of dollars, and when you get to making millions of dollars, you get assets that you didn't have before. And at one point, I bit off more than I could chew. So I'm a beast at getting OPM, other people's money. I'm a beast at getting other people's money. And I was getting so much business credit at one point, and I wasn't flipping it. And so you got to pay it back.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't flipping the money. I got sick. COVID came, all this stuff. And so now I'm like, damn, I got all this debt that I got to pay back. And they want their money. And I was trying to buy some land. And I kept on losing all my bids, but payments were still due.
Yeah.
And I looked up and I had lost it. So those would be like my 3 biggest investments that I lost money on. But thankful I'm smart, so I know how to go get it back. But still, like, I don't want other people to be going through all these things because we already went through it, so they don't make the mistake. So now I tell everybody, do not get any business credit if you're not going to flip it immediately, because you're gonna have to pay back. That cost me like $200,000 almost.
Yeah.
A loss of $200,000.
Yeah.
Because I didn't flip it, but I still had to pay it back.
Exactly. Just give them just a little bit of what are some things that you feel like helped you to bounce back from that $200,000 loss.
So actually, to be honest, y'all, I lost $1 million this year. To be honest.
Heavy.
Yeah, I made $1 million and some, but I lost $1 million as well. And so how I'm now back, because I didn't run my business for 5 months. I had failed and I had a concussion, and I just wasn't myself for 5 months, and so I wasn't running my business. I had a team, I got digital products, so money was still coming in, but I lost $1 million during those 5 months when I had got an injury. And so basically what happened is, for me, if my money get to a certain point, I know something gotta happen. And so for 5 months, you know, money was coming in, I had savings, I had other things, so I was good. And then I'm everything for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so one day, one of my homegirls called me and asked me to borrow $10,000. And I wired her the $10,000. And I looked at my account. I said, I might need to get up. And I just got up that day.
Yeah.
And I just went back to the things that made me all the money before.
Yeah.
But I didn't work my business this year for 5 months after I had failed.
So when that happened to you, I'm sure that affects you mentally. So what are some things that you can tell us? Because, you know, we talk about the money, making the money, but mental health is so important. How did you overcome that? 5 months down, you fail, you can't really get to it like you normally do. How did that affect you mentally?
So I definitely got me a therapist. I think I cried the most I ever cried in my life this year. So I got me a therapist. She's from the hit show E Young Fix My Life. Her name is LaTonya Taylor. Her Instagram is Rebirth. She's like super amazing. That lady literally saved my life. Cause all this stuff was going on. I'm used to making like 200 grand a month. And then it go down to like 50 grand. I'm like, what's going on? And I still got to take care of all these people. So I got me a therapist, and the therapist just saved my life. And luckily, I still had like my stocks account. I still had my Airbnbs. I still had. That's another thing too, guys. When you make the money, you want to put it somewhere where it's gonna make money for you, and you don't gotta do much.
Yeah.
So if I wouldn't have done that, if everything was just based on a service-based spa, I would have made zero.
Yeah.
But because I had digital products, Airbnbs, I'm in a network marketing company, so because I had passive streams of income set up, I didn't lose anything. Like Monique said, I don't do car notes. So luckily I didn't have any card notes and things like that, but I remember when I had a fucking card note and the motherfucker got repo when I didn't pay the bill. Okay, so I remember them days and times. I don't do card notes now, but I did card notes before. So when we get this money, let's put ourselves in a position in case something do happen, we're prepared to still withstand. So not having a card note, having multiple streams of income that don't require my time is what saved my life. And my whole household during those 5 months. Because the truck company require a driver.
Man.
And I think too, just not giving up, right? Out of all of that, you lost a meal. Most people would have gave up. But being able to pick yourself back up and redo it over and over and over and over again. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're consistent with something, it will stick. That's the key, being consistent. So you being down 5 months, you get back up, and now you're a beast at this, right? It's every day. Now you're going harder than ever before because I got to get that meal back that I lost. I got to double that. And so now that requires double in what I need to do on my day-to-day. So I think it comes to a point where everybody see their slow season. Even in restaurants, we see days where in December it gets slow. Maybe in November it gets slow. But what do we do in January that makes up for what we lost in December and November? So I think the key is just never giving up, just being consistent. When it looks good and when it don't look good, you still have to be consistent.
Absolutely. And then when it comes to marketing, y'all got to be visible. So it can't just be events. It can't, also, all these events you guys are doing, where's the database? How are you communicating with these people to let them know the other things you, like, I tell my team, we gotta communicate every day. So how often are you communicating with people that you're meeting from events or wherever you're meeting them from? Because it's a lot of people in this room right now, you probably haven't gotten everybody data who's in this room right now, in this building. That's how you're gonna make money, if that makes sense. By the way, y'all can text me. I'm just playing. It's Holyfield, Sixfigurespachick on all platforms. Spell out the 6, don't leave out the spot. On all platforms, very public resume, very Googleable. So check me out. I'm the queen of DM, so if you got a question, DM me. I answer my DM 24/7, 365.
So that wraps up our panel. Thank you so much to the Black Women's Expo for allowing me to moderate the InvestHER Panel with these amazing women. Y'all have a good night, have a good day. Thank you.